Swiggity swooty, howdy doody, my name's kmhusky, and welcome back to a Dreamcast video. I haven't done a Dreamcast video in a long time, for a few reasons. Mainly there's just one, is that I haven't really had any of the good dreams. After I uploaded my first two, I only dreamed about a certain person for like 2 to 3 weeks straight. It was making me mad, but hey, I got over it eventually. And then shortly after that, I started dreaming, but like I'd forget the dreams immediately. And it hasn't been up until 2 nights ago when I started having vivid dreams again that I could remember and accurately detail, and that were weird enough or cool enough to actually talk about. I don't remember a lot about 2 nights ago's dreams, or I would do a video over them, but last night, yeah, I had another dream, and it's pretty cool and weird. Not super weird, but cool. I woke up when it was unfinished, and it is 2:50 in the morning. So, yep, hair's all like, I'm tired as hell, but if I go to bed, I won't remember hardly anything. Now, the way my dreams have been, set up or whatever, is that they've been in like segments, kind of like the REM cycle, and each new REM cycle starts a new segment of the dream. And last night, the first segment that I can remember started off at my work, and oh man, it leads up to the second segment, which is what I'm going to talk about the most, because I don't really remember the first segment. But yeah, let's get to it. Oh god, not that voice though. So I was at work, and it's weird. I was doing a work thing. I work at Sam's Club, so I don't know if you know what those are, but there's a Sam's Club, kind of association with Walmart. But hold on, I'm trying to remember. I was just doing my job, and then I don't even remember if I was doing my job. I was doing something, and then I did my job. I was buying something, and then I was waiting for my parents, and then I left, and then I was talking to my aunt. And this is what's set up for my second segment. I was talking to my aunt, and she was saying something about a space program. Yeah, space, No Man's Sky, everything, yeah. So, space program, and she said something about the name of a program, and I just assumed what I knew what it meant. And one of the guys at my work, really cool dude, older gentleman, missing a leg. I don't even know his name, but he's pretty cool. No, I don't know if it's the same guy, but one of the older guys. Something happened, and he was like, I want to do the space program, I'll be the watcher or whatever. And so then it cut to my aunt being in charge of the space program, which is ridiculous, because I don't even know what she does for a living, and I live with her. But she's in charge of the space program, and they were setting it up. And at this point, it kind of turned into like a movie book type thing. I don't really know. It's hard to explain, but it was like my dream was supposed to be a movie and a book. And so I was like kind of seeing it in a couple different perspectives. And they're talking about if I wanted to be on the space on the space program, and I kind of turned into the guy who plays Lex Luthor in the Superman vs. Batman. He's also in Now You See Me. Yeah, Now You See Me. He's a kind of weird kind of dude, and it's kind of like Lex Luthor's personality. and I was talking in like his personality type, and I was like, no, I don't want to be on a space program. I don't want to be in a spaceship because one little crack, one little nook, one little bolt misscrewed or not screwed tightly, or one thing misplaced, and the entire thing just and you're dead in space. And I think that's from a movie, I'm not sure. And so I didn't want to do it. And then I said, what if? And that is what completely changed over into the new segment, that what if. And it was as if I was telling a story, but was turning into a movie. And at this point, I changed into somebody else. I don't really know who. Just like a generic little kid. But it was going off the space program, and the thing was, what if there was 2 pods that they sent into space, and it was, instead of the NASA doing the Mars program where they're trying to colonize Mars, it was they created these huge pods that they sent into space to orbit around Earth, and they were basically like homemade life-sustaining pods type things that could support like a huge or like a pretty decent amount of people, and feed them for a while, and it was like a test, and it was like a test to see if they could make a ship type thing that could orbit a planet and could actually feed people, like sustainable ship to where they could, for a long period of time, not just like you bring the rations for food on a spaceship and you eat it. Like, you grow food, you have like a community. It's like a huge pod. And so there were supposed to be 2 of them, and later on in the story, the Chinese were supposed to have one set up, but that's brought up later. And so it was, what if those space pods that are orbiting the Earth, what if that space program was NASA's way, or the company's way, to ensure the safety? Like, they knew an alien invasion was coming along, and it was their fail-safe to try to get keep humanity alive. And what was it? And so at this point, I'm watching more like a movie, and it showed the 2 pods orbiting around Earth, and then kind of like in the Halo jump stream where the circle thing like opens up and then the ship goes through, kind of thing, like that kind of happened. And these giant alien ships, it was more like, it was a couple of them, came through, and they came through with, like, as if they were in a battle, because they had a couple of ships that were just destroyed that they came in as well, and they stopped right before they hit Earth. But the destroyed ships, they crashed into Earth, destroying countries. I mean, everybody just gone dead, and kind of deforming Earth in a sense. And then the people in the pods, for some reason the pods didn't have any windows or anything, so they couldn't see her, which was completely stupid, but they didn't know what was happening. And it was after the ships crashed into the destroyed ships crashed into Earth, the invasion started, and it didn't show really much of the invasion, or I didn't dream about much of the invasion, but it was kind of it was like really sad. I mean, obviously, but at this point it panned into my new being or whatever, and I was a kid, I think around 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there. and basically kind of like Sasuke in Naruto. I've been watching a lot of Naruto too, but about that age. And it was him in a, you know, post-apocalyptic big city like Chicago or something, although there were a ridiculous amount of Asians around. I don't know, and nothing against Asians, I am Asian. But yeah, and so it was like him trying to build together part of the little small community and of survivors. And so it's like that. And since it's a movie, I was like kind of like I was watching a movie. Like my character is, you know, helping the poor people. And yeah, I had a brother kind of like Sasuke, and my brother was captured by the aliens. So basically what happened was me and my brother were, I don't have a brother, by the way, in real life, but me and my brother were on one of the pods, and whenever they touched down, I got a glimpse of like the alien species. Then I wasn't even them, it was more like their voice, and one of the voices was like, I thought there was 3 of them because both pods came back down into Earth, and this was like a year or 2 or something like that after the invasion. I don't know. It was a pretty decent. Excuse me. It was a pretty decent time after the invasion, and so that was that. And he was like, I thought there were supposed to be 3, and the third one was supposed to be the Chinese one, which I didn't actually get to that part. But if I ever become a book writer, this would be awesome. I'm leaving out some details, so I can possibly be a book writer someday. Book writer, an author, but I highly doubt it. But and so whenever we touched down, the aliens anticipated it because they kind of hacked into our technology and saw the files for the space program. And it was supposed to be, I don't know, but there's a pretty good amount of people on each pod. And so touchdown, and they knew about it. So whenever we stepped out, we were in awe about the apocalyptic nature of the Earth. And so it kind of skipped this whole touchdown scene, but it's like it was known to me, kind of hard to explain. But touchdown, and they ambushed us, and me and some other people got out alive while my brother and some other people were captured and taken to their little alien isolation program. I don't really know, and it's funny, it was leading up to rebellion and the humans taking back Earth, because my brother, on the other hand, he was captured. He was brought back to the program, and one of the like younger aliens, they all looked like humans for some reason, but they were aliens. One of the younger aliens was they had a Wii hooked up with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I believe, and my brother completely ignored all the threats of the aliens and went straight to the Wii and started playing. And because he hadn't played a video game since before the launch of the pods. And so one of the younger aliens who was kind of in charge, he's a big wig, was like, whoa, you can play that. And they played together and were, having fun. But it was kind of like that alien was going to lead to a rebellion inside the alien hierarchy and try to save the humans. And sorry, this video is long. And so my character, he's helping out build Chicago back. I don't even know if it was Chicago, but we're gonna go with Chicago. And I had some type of chip that my brother also had, and that we could communicate with each other. Not really a walkie-talkie, but it was like some type of self-forming chip that you could connect to 2 devices that would normally be connected together. and it would do a hologram of the other person, Star Wars stuff right here. And so we would do that every now and then. But since he got captured, it was a game really, really hard to ever do that. And so in the middle of helping these people, I was leading a small group of other small orphaned kids trying to live off of scraps, and we had a code. It was like, don't ever ask for change, or if you help somebody out, don't ever take their change, because you'll get shot or something for change. Always ask for food, shelter, or supplies. And then my brother tried contacting me, so I ran away, and I picked up I don't even know, it was a weird device, I don't even know what it was. And so his hologram popped up, and it was like kind of like a distress signal. And he's like, Kevin, I don't even know what the name was. He said my name, and it looked like he was in trouble. And I was like, wait a second, I don't know if I can trust you. I was like, I don't know what I can trust you. And the reason being is because we had a code for our holograms. And whenever one of us would hologram each other, our code was like this, like a timeout sign. And it was like something like that. It was weird. And so he did that, and I was like, okay, so it is you. And he said he was starting off with the warning, like something bad was going to happen, even though the human race was already on the verge of extinction. And then it cut to a segment of my dream. Not really a segment, but like, you know how movies kind of pan from one character to another. You see other stuff. I did that, and it was like the leftover government, Marine Corps. They're the last of the military, doing a small operation to find this guy who knows a whole bunch about these aliens for some reason. And so they're trying to come up on this guy's little hideout, and Kevin Hart is the leader. This is funny because Kevin Hart was the leader of the group, of the little platoon or whatever, but he was deaf, and he was using sign language that the people at HQ, they could see a little hologram of him, or like a screen of him doing the sign language, and then they would relay it back to the rest of his team to say the instructions. And you know, it was they opened a little gate, and Kevin Hart's like iconic little face was up there, and so they tried to go in and capture this guy, and like 5 of the people were shot and killed, or not, they were shot but not killed, and so they had to retreat. And for some reason I kind of skipped a little bit of time, but I was part of the resistance or whatever. And so I went up, I hid behind, and it was weird, he had 4 different porta potties in front of his house, and I was hiding in front of one of them. And he came out, and he was going to the bathroom, and I jumped out and scared the crap out of him. And I was like, listen, I think he took blame for the whole alien invasion thing, I don't know why. I was like, listen, I know you think you can't help right now, you can't help humanity at all, but since there's only 2,345,000 humans left alive, that was the estimation of how many people were alive. I was like, since there's only that many people alive, we're already an endangered species, so the only thing you could do now is help. And so somehow it convinced him to come help us. And so then he came and helped. He agreed to come back with me, and that's where it ended. No climactic battle for Earth, no, starship fight, military joint operation attack. No, it's just I joined the military, and yeah, found this old crazy dude, and yeah, it was a dream. I woke up and I was like, man, I kind of wish that played out some more, because that is pretty cool. would have loved that dream to finish, but who knows, maybe I'll make it into a movie if I ever get that, you know, influential in culture or whatever. But yeah, hopefully by the time this is up, I want to thank Jordan for making my new Dreamcast thumbnails, or my new Dreamcast thumbnail. I just, like, as of right now, it's not finished yet. Excuse me. As of right now, it's not finished yet, and but it looks amazing. Oh, I hope you guys can see it, or I hope it's up. But yeah, I want to thank that. You know, I thank my newest subscribers. Welcome to the pack. You guys are extremely appreciated. Every like, every comment, every share. Thank you so much. Comment down below what you think of my video, my dream means. I don't think it means anything. It's just cool, but apparently there's symbolism of each object in my dream. I don't know why. I swear if I just lost some video footage. I'm looking at my camera right now and it's reset to 1 minute, so I'm hoping. Ooh, but yeah. Just in case this is actually all still recorded, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I don't think I have any other announcements. Oh yeah, I do actually. I'm going to be playing horror games soon, but I'm very limited to PS4, so comment down below what horror games you want me to play. I think my first one's going to be Among the Sleep, because I saw Markiplier play the demo for that game, and man, my pacemaker is going to have it fit playing it. And so yeah, comment down what other games try to make. They kind of need to be cheapish because I'm limited on money, or free. But comment down what games are really scary for the PS4 that I can play. And I'm going to try to get some small gaming videos on the PC because my PC sucks and can't really record that many good video games. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked, and so you know, share to friends or anybody that you know that's interested in dreams, because you know, or just want to, you know, look or kind of delve into my mind, my subconscious for a little bit. Yeah, thank you so much. If you would like to see more, you know what to do with that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye! What is that? What is that? What is that? What is... Die! Oh, wait.